That's a miniature piece of broccoli. And here, that's for you. Taste it. It's really good.
We're spending a rainy afternoon in the home of musician, producer, writer, radio TV personality, and former Much Music VJ Michael Williams. He shares some of the challenges he's faced and how he continues to keep his art authentic.
I think the most difficult challenge any artists face is when they get to that point where they're asking other people, should I do this? Should I didn't do this? Should I not do this? Do you like this? Da 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 da. What the artist has to understand is none of that shit's important. The only thing that's important is how you feel about your art, and eventually how people respond to it. But when you're doing it, you're not doing it so that people will respond to it. You're doing it because you don't have a choice. I don't have blood. I have musical notes. I don't have a choice about loving music or loving art or culture. I don't have a choice about those things. I just do. And I've learned to. So I think the most challenging part of being an artist is making decisions for yourself, by yourself, and not to give a damn about what anybody else says or thinks, because it's not their art. They're just the consumer, and maybe a accidental consumer at that. Most artists just want to close their eyes, deal with their art, and not deal with the community around their art or the commerce of the community, because there has to be the arts need patrons, the arts need customers. Eventually you have to sell a piece of product so that you can survive off of that, or you do your art in a vacuum and you sell vacuum cleaners during the day, which a lot of us have done. I have gone off and done things that had nothing to do with the art, media, culture, or anything that I wanted to do with other than music. I've gone off and done many things just so that I could walk the fuck away and say no. Because if you're an artist, you have to work for the right to say no. You can't have people doing what they will with your art just because they want to do it. If you're doing something on a commercial basis where you have to produce a film or this or music for this or that, and you have to do it on a time clock, that's a different thing. It's a job, so you go to work and you do that. It's not the art, it's all the stuff that comes from the consumption of the art that gives the artist the shakes, and it makes him want to just run and hide and close his door. And that's why so many people write under pen names, because they don't want to be dealing with the blowback and the shit, that artists get once they do their art. If you don't like it, all of a sudden you have an opinion, and opinions become like assholes. Everybody's got one, and they're all going to comment on your art, and it's sort of like, I would like educated people commenting on my art, but that's not where the media and TV is at now. If you look real good, you can be on television and say really stupid shit, Donald Trump, and get over, and that shows you the dumbing down of America right there. Whereas if more people were looking for their salvation in art and not in guns, power, sex, money, drugs, whatever, then I think we would, and more people appreciated that, because it's not being a great artist, it's just having an outlet for your interest, having an outlet for your negative energy as well as your positive energy as well. Mm-hmm. And by getting it out in that way, you pretty much so save your soul. You're not thinking about saving anybody else's, but you could be. I am an artist, and I am a musician, and I am a producer and all that stuff. People know me as Michael Williams, the face of Much Music, or CTV, or something like that on radio. I'm also a writer, so I've got a book project. I find it exciting. It's just a matter of having the time to do it, and the place to do it, and the audience to do it for. The audience, my friends and family. That's the only audience I'm really concerned about. Everybody else, I'm concerned about you, whether you'll like it or not, but I can't think about that. I can't think about that because if I do, it'll just drive me crazy. So, and that leads us back to when things drive an artist crazy, what do? You have a choice. You can drink, you can do drugs, you can become a sex addict, you can become nocturnal, you can become a Batman or a woman, or you can sit in the garden, you can bird watch, you can ride horses, which I absolutely love to do. Spend time with your family. You can pass that something that makes you special on to the next generation various ways, and I've done that in various ways across Canada and around the world, and I really enjoy doing that. Or you can come to the kitchen like I do at, between midnight and 6 and cook your ass off. Little things that I can actually stick in a cup of milk, because these and cold milk, there's nothing better. Cheers. Occasionally, what you don't expect is woodpeckers. They're beautiful. They're black and white, and their colors are just gorgeous. You don't expect woodpeckers. You don't expect herons. But you don't expect hummingbirds.
Wow, I don't even know if I know how this works.
Okay, well, all right. Well, okay, here's the deal.
How do you